the last time you did in common, you remanded your client into police custody. I'm told, say, and then na it was some more sign echo court. Now, also I prepare a bail application for a client. It could see saying court and
yo, and I say, Obi, you know, send you can say on the 11th of May, you call court, and the day two judge name say, yeah, the farm client on the 7th, yeah, money police inquiry bill. Yeah, they need to eba court on the 11th. So first, the 48-hour rule it was breached. They make arguments. I mean, in the superior wisdom of the court, you know, or can say farm a client, you know, and concotum, it's near Monday, to police custody for 2 weeks. In the me court, Honoman, me prepare a bail application. And I'm a file a bail application a week ago, which is last week Monday, and I'm a file bail application. So me file a bail application that very day and I'm sure say the Attorney General was served.
Okay.
Yes, it was my hope say the court would move the bail application. But interestingly, Friday, and you made me I had information say the Republic has withdrawn the earlier charge sheet, you know, based on which we make the bail application. Withdraw.
Okay.
So even before we got to court today, the bail application had been rendered moot.
Moot, yes.
You see, and okay, your court now almost serving me with a fresh charge sheet. Almost did 2 other counts. Accounts, you see, I make her say, WebKid has been charged with 6 counts.
Oh.
Move from 4 to 6.
To 6.
And interestingly, they see what court in them. I mean,
no, but,
a lot must be done about our system, because it came up in court, say, application that was filed last week Monday, I have said the AG, me want me copy. It be in that docket and also. So the court couldn't even, if it was minded to even go into the application today, it couldn't have done that because same wasn't on the docket.
A bail application, no.
A bail application, I filed last week Monday, no. I was due to be moved today, no. There wasn't a copy on the docket.
On the docket, wow.
So assuming imposed the Republic had not withdrawn the earlier charge sheet now, I wouldn't have been able to argue the bill today because the court hadn't had the opportunity to look at it.
Now when the AG withdraw earlier charge sheet, no, were you in the known as counsel for the accused person?
Debbie, I'm withdraw now. I'm file I mean, I'm file charge sheet on Friday last week. So today in court, then they withdrew the old application.
Okay.
So they filed it on Friday. This morning in court, they withdrew the earlier charge sheet and relied now on the fresh one. So the plea of the accused was taken today based on the new one on my filing. And interestingly, Obi, the first time we came to court, the argument of the Attorney General was that investigations into the matter.
Yes.
And my lady agreed. So I'm out 2 weeks. Go and conduct your own investigations. In the quarter, you have mounted the same argument. Sir, you are conducting investigations into the matter. Meanwhile, you haven't even adduced one evidence establishing your case in court. So the point is that even before the accused person gets the opportunity to say a word in his defense, he has been in custody for a month because they are remanding to appear on the 10th of next month.
Yeah, which is like another 2 weeks.
10th of next month, like I said, 1 month about. Even before the accused gets the opportunity to say anything in his defense, this can happen to any one of us. Police station say, why am I saying? Police will have the foul. Before you get the opportunity to say a word in your defense, no them 1 month. And this is the system we are in at the moment.
And then based on the facts, the earlier charge sheet upon which you filed your bail application, and I withdraw no, when you quite put in a request for bail, even on the new charge sheet, right?
Good. On the new charge sheet, I made a viva voce application on the new charge sheet after the accused person, the plea was taken.
Yes.
I made a viva voce application. I spoke about the fact that the 48-hour had been breached before he was arraigned in court on the 11th of May. After that, the court remanded him to 2 weeks. We've appeared today. The same argument is being made. He has fixed place of abode because police force here so the police knows where WebKid lives. Yeah. And in fact, Obi, something interesting also came up. Say, whilst my client is in custody, he has no access to his phone. We understand, say, because the alleged publication now it has ceased to be on X,
Yes.
It is the reason they are holding on to the fact that he should remain in custody because they believe that once he is released, he is going to tamper with evidence. But the question I'm asking is that you have held on to this guy for over a week, over 2 weeks. You've taken his phone from him. So how did he get access, assuming without admitting him, to delete everything online? So the AG realized and said he cannot prove the case against WebKid, is using some of these factors to punish him even before he gets the opportunity to put in his defense. That's the strategy being used.
After several years with Viva Voce application, judge ne can't.
I mean, you can't fault her. All she said was that based on the argument I have made and based on the opposition by the Attorney General, the prosecutor, she's minded to remand the accused person to reappear before her on the 10th of May, by which time it would be the expectation of the court, say, the Republic would have concluded its investigations into the matter.
10th of June rather than 10th of May.
Sorry, 10th of June. Thank you. 10th of June. 10th of June.
But did the court even attempt to inquire from the AG why it takes so long and some more investigations?
No, that didn't come up. That didn't come up today.
Yeah, because
that didn't come up.
1 month now, accused person that's who custody. All in the name say prosecution in your investigations. And that's
it's worrying. So does it mean say you about the next agenda date on the 10th of June? That's still WebKid will still be in custody.
The new count now, of course, now acquire 6 count, running you through 6 count for or more. Ebia enim no WebKid a social media influencer, one of the staunch supporters of Shatta'sLawyer. Now he is alleged to have made some comment against the wife of Stoneboy. And a Stoneboy echo complaining to the police, and a police for Coco Fano. And since then, he's been in custody. They end 2 weeks or by the 10th of June, our custody for bare 1 month, even before so being your opportunity to put in a word, even in his defense. Kojo into the new count.
So count one. Count 1, publication of false news contrary to Section 76 of the Electronic Communications Act 775. So he's alleged to have made a certain publication on the 11th day of November against Stoneboy and his family. So that is count 1. Count 2, offensive conduct conducive to the breach of peace, contrary to Section 207 of Act 29. And also on the 14th day of August 2025, he is alleged to have posted a certain communication on his X account, which was a breach of the peace. And count 3, and also a publication of false news contrary to Section 76 of Act 775. He is alleged to have made that publication on the 4th of October 2025 against Stoneboy and his family, which publication is alleged to be misleading. Count 4, publication of false news again, contrary to Section 76 of the Electronic Communications Act. The said publication is alleged to have been made on the 23rd day of February 2026 against Stoneboy and his family. Count 5, publication of false news, contrary to the same act. And it is alleged that he made the said publication on the 11th of April 2026 against Stoneboy and the family. The final count, the same publication of false news, contrary to the Electronic Communications Act. He is alleged to have made this publication on the 13th day of April 2026. So what they have done is that they have picked each post and charging based on the post
individual post.
And the facts remain the same. The facts remain the same. So my point is that, Obi, a lot has to be done about some of these things. People complain. Today it is WebKid. Tomorrow it can be you. It can be me. Because me too, so people can say, oh, Kojo, you have done ABC. The person goes to the police station. Even before I get the opportunity to even say a word in my defense, I am going to be remanded into police custody for well over a month.
Yeah.
And the question is, what if at the end of the day I am acquitted and discharged? What remedy is available to me?
And all in the name, say, prosecution investigations.
All in the name of your investigation. So if you take the prosecution 2 months to conduct investigations, and just obey them till that time, which is not fair.
Yeah.
So for me, I have no problem with the court. The court is just doing its work. But the problem has to do with the Republic, the AG. We hear the Attorney General say, oh, maybe I'm not against bail application or not. But the officers in the AG departments, whenever we meet them in court, they oppose bail application. So why is it the case that the boss is saying one thing and the subordinates are doing the other thing? Because we know recently, Abonya Casey, the deputy AG went to court and he didn't oppose bail, and he has always been consistent. Oh no, he is not against bail application.
Sure.
But why do we have some subordinates in the AG department? Whenever you meet them in court, they will always oppose bail application, no matter what you do, no matter what the offense is, they will oppose it. And this is what happened in court today. It's very unfortunate, but this is what happened.
Yeah, quite unfortunate. And I think, sir, in as much as officers of the court, we will not want to, blame the court. Sometimes the court should also know their role in a justice delivery system. I mean, it's sad upon the fact, as you've put out if any court should be seen to be aiding the prosecution to trample on the rights of individual Ghanaians and especially when the sole reason and it's Omugusu investigations.
That was the only reason they gave. So Omugusu investigation.
The court should not be.
That was the only reason they gave.
The court should not be seen to be.
And that's surprising. Say all these 2 weeks are my clients police custody. Not even on one occasion did the investigator go to him say, I am going to take A, B, C, D from you in terms of statement or anything. Not even once. He has been there. The only people who visit him are myself and the family.
Yeah.
And the supporters of Shatta'sLawyer. That's all. So what investigations are they conducting?
Anyways.